All right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another Windraker Season 4 race. We are going to have ZFG, versus Elijah. And this is game one of the winners finals. We've got Montgol and Captain Mule on comms, and I'm sure I butchered that, as well as Elena and Advocate tracking. So I'm going to turn you over to them, and all yours.
Oh my god. We have started the restream. We have an amazing race coming up. We have a Captain Moon with me. That's how you pronounce
Yes.
that one.
Hello. That was perfectly fine. I actually like the
Mule.
let's say American interpretation a lot. I think it's really cool.
You go from a seafood creature to just like a donkey. It's pretty good.
Yeah. But speaking of the race, I had to take a nap just to commentate that race because it's gonna be that good. It
Yeah.
is winners final, so you know.
Yeah, those are the two players right now that are left in the winners bracket. One of them, after the 3 games, maybe is gonna go down in the losers, but there's not much losers left. Everyone that's left is scary, especially those two.
Yeah, absolutely. One of those runners is one game away from grand final. Well, two.
Two to
Let's
three
say.
games away, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
two
Uh,
winning games,
and,
sure.
and here comes the nice prepared mix of names. We went from
Yeah,
Woofy Mama to Joe Mama. I wonder what that means.
very nice
Mama.
name.
Yeah. Wonder what that's all about. Well, all I know is that we're gonna have a race in not too long. About 6 seconds, actually. It's gonna start. Where are we gonna start? Is the question. I love all the randomized islands. Basically, I love that.
Yeah. Ooh,
Ooh, ice ring. A pretty cool start, if you know what I mean.
Jesus. Am I allowed to boo you that early in the race?
17 seconds. That's very fast for the boopers. Oh, and
Yeah,
we're going straight to Windfall. That's a classic for season 4. Was also a classic
absolutely.
back in season 1.
Yeah, it's what you would expect, honestly. So many fast checks. You also have no reason to ever come back to
In those
Windfall.
settings. Yeah, and in those
Except
settings, there's absolutely no reason to delay Windfall. Basically, 6 Spear 0 checks. Always a pretty nice place to check. And we start with a lot of love.
yeah,
It's so cute.
that's quite a lot of health.
Yeah, never gonna say no to 4 hearts that early. Oh, and keeping on with the Tingle statue. We got the Sappy Tingle statue to start the day. Always one of the best ones. In chat, do you
Yeah.
guys have a favorite Tingle statue by any chance?
Yes, of course.
The dragon one? That's a pretty
Dragon
good one.
one.
That's a pretty good
All
one.
right, all right.
The fifth
The
one.
fifth one, the only correct answer I might add.
And time to play some music for Dot. Dot
More
with a
love.
little less love than Maggie.
Love is
It,
love. You know.
yeah, it is love. I
Yeah.
mean, sometimes you gotta pay with love because apparently your dancing cure is not paying in rupees.
Yeah, not sure my landlord is gonna appreciate. But
Although,
speaking of landlord,
oh, hey, did you see that synchronized tingle action?
yeah, that's really
Oh,
good.
neck to neck. Oh,
A
getting
hook
the
shot.
that's a pretty good early find.
Yeah.
I know a
So
lot.
no diamond step early.
Yeah, no,
Only
step
diamond
early.
step on time.
Power bracelets. So things are being pretty stacked today.
Oh
Did he
yeah.
hide anything more in the jail? Is the question.
Also, our truckers did a better job than we did, or at least I did, by noticing the 3 dungeons we have today, and we have possibly the worst combination of them all. Well, there's no touchy, but we have both temples.
Yeah, we have both temple, Earth Temple, Wind Temple, and Forsaken Fortress. That's the saving grace of that dungeon layout right there. Pretty
Yeah,
fast
maybe
one.
our earliest dungeon for sure.
Also, you never know. With Earth Temple, you could get to go mode it. It's pretty much one of the best experiences, so we could have something pretty great.
Yeah. And Maze Chest was nothing. So our runners are just save warping and going to Northern Fairy Island sub.
Yeah, the Northern Fairy sub. It's pretty much the how could I say it's the extension of Windfall. We always
Oh,
that one
absolutely.
pretty much first.
Yeah. Yeah. Really, the only their vengeance we'll possibly see is after this check, as it is the most optimal start, I would say, at least for season 4.
I wouldn't be surprised to see our runners go for outset after this, especially with that oak shot that we found. Makes Diamond Step very, very interesting, you know?
Yeah, and might possibly get our runners to go to Horseshoe and do it leafless.
Yeah, yeah. And apparently, with all the reaction I see in chat, we're back. It's
Yeah.
not a podcast anymore. Let's go. Oh, Elijah not even grabbing the side of the thing.
Yeah.
Straight on
Ooh.
it. That is very, very interesting.
Yeah, that might change our plans a little. Because I know both those runners know how to clip from mother and child to get to Cyclos.
Yeah. And we have someone warping to Southern Fairy Island. A very interesting choice.
Okay. That's
And
not a warp you see often.
no, not a warp that you see often, but it does lead straight to Cyclos to Shark Island, you know?
Yeah. Yep.
Not a bad
That
way to do it.
is.
And Beetle selling a feather today. Meanwhile, Elijah now on Dragon Roost Island. Gonna do all those little checks here. Unless...
Maybe. Oh, I think
Okay, he's
that's.
just selling to the back of the island.
Yeah, that's Wind Temple into Flying Control sub.
Yeah, yeah. Wind Shrine to start the, things off. Then probably gonna shoot the chest to go do the around the island check.
So I think he's gonna save right now, go to Fly Control sub, and save scum it if it doesn't get anything. Which is a play I've seen, I think. Well, never mind.
Never mind, never mind. But we're gonna see something nice because we saw the place where Zephos is supposed to be at the same time we saw Cyclos. So double frogs today.
Yeah, and Cyclos unfortunately doesn't have anything for us.
Yeah, just a bit of money, and we found Nervous Pearl on the Wind Shrine. Not the most useful item in the world, and with the dungeon set that we have, but still.
Yep. Elijah with a perfect first try.
Storage, and now we're
Storage.
Wind Waker diving under the island, trying to orient ourselves for the little platform in the back. Who needs a wall? And yes, Woofer rocking the usual Sans model. Meanwhile, we have a train conductor link with very, very flamboyant colors on Elijah's side.
And yeah, Woofer doing exactly what Elijah just did.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. With the boat this early, it's a pretty good play. Ooh, fire and ice arrows behind Leaf today.
Wow. Okay.
That's amazing, actually.
Yeah, 8 minutes to get Fire and Ice.
Yeah, this could push our runners either to flight control platform sub because it's going to make it easier, or straight to Crescent Moon because Crescent Moon is going to be super fast with that. Oh, or
Absolutely.
Fire Mountain. Fire Mountain. Oh,
Oof. That's a play from Elijah.
yeah, it is a
Because
play.
I don't know. I didn't see if he saved at DRC before coming to Fire Mountain.
He probably didn't save because once you
No.
open that
Yep.
chest, you don't want to
Absolutely.
save. Chest storage is very dangerous with saving.
That is true. So no saves come in Fire Mountain either.
Ooh, spoils bag. So that chest that we stored was spoils bag apparently.
Which unfortunately is not needed in Season 4.
It's not, but if we have a question about what something that we stored is, it could be open to check if it was just a spoil. Meanwhile, Woofer about to get the fire and ice arrows that Elijah just got. Very nicely done. And we're we're seeing the 420 entry to Fire Mountain.
Perfect movement from Elijah.
Very well done for someone that didn't have a sword or leaf to make it faster. Oh, and both of them going for Fire Island today. Super early.
Well, I guess my hatred for Fire Mountain just blinded me.
Oh,
to
first
wow,
sword.
Okay.
So, that sword is behind Leaf. Let's remember that. As long as you don't find a leaf, it's going to be pretty sketchy to know what the logic is behind that sword.
Yep.
Oh, and flight control platform now. For Elijah.
Okay, so that's why they didn't route. All right.
It's very interesting, honestly, to see all those checks that people like to put off until they have a leaf being done that early, because leaf is behind those fire. I mean, the fire and ice arrows are behind that leaf. So.
Yep. I will absolutely trust those runners' decision. Also, 420 entrance for Woofer.
Yeah, both of them doing this island pretty much perfectly without a sword. And now Elijah just messing with the system here. And the ladder is not dropping?
No, he has to kill.
Oh, yeah. In my head, we were on Crescent Moon. Whoops, my bad. My brain computed Crescent Moon.
Ooh, that's unfortunate. You do not want to drop in there.
Yeah, but at least you still get to complete the submarine this way. It's not the best way, but...
Yeah.
Just gonna have to clutch it and hope for the best. Grabbing the art.
I think you got it.
Yeah. Very well done by Elijah. The mini blitz
A little sketchy.
Yeah, a little sketchy because of the mini blitz knocking us down, but still very well done. And I think they're both following each other's.
Yeah.
It's very interesting to see how similar the routing is right now. You can tell those two just terrorize the game together often.
Oh yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see when Elijah routes Cyclos.
Oh yeah. And we're now on going to Cliff Plateau for Elijah.
Right to Cliff, not even shooting for. Let me get my tracker. 5-star Owl sub.
Yeah.
So probably gonna
Oh,
route it in with a super swim.
maybe. I know that he's not a big super swimmer this season, but it could happen. You never know.
Yeah.
But for now, we're gonna start by going inside of Cliff Plateau and do the usual storage strats.
Most likely, yes.
The strats where Lake becomes a mountain goat. I love them.
Perfect storage again by Elijah.
Very, very well done. Going
Ooh.
from the left side of the tree here.
Yeah, perfectly done.
And now going for the middle strat. We just grab something that doesn't look like it's grabbable and then go through the wall.
That's a piece of cheese.
Yeah, piece of cheese, first one. So this storage here is extremely quick, very hard to get.
Yeah.
Don't have much time before you have to cancel it.
Surprisingly, one of the ones I'm better at.
Yeah. And Woofer also inside, about to do exactly what Elijah did, probably.
Yeah.
Both runners really following each other's. We know that Woofer has done a Cyclos. That's the only extra check that he did. But sadly, Cyclos didn't pay out today. Well, he did pay out, but with rupees, which is not a good payout.
Yep.
That's a second piece of
Exactly.
cheese. A second piece of
Ooh.
cheese for Elijah. Wow. And sadly today, falling through the island. Happens once in a while. Something about the angles. I'm not smart enough to explain it.
Second try. That's
Yeah.
really not that bad.
Yeah. And yeah, very well done. Now inside of Bird's Peak. And I think their next step for boat runners is going to go to Bomb Island because there's a sub there and they can get inside of Bomb Island with those power bracelets we got earlier.
Yeah, and that hookshot is gonna considerably quickens the process. Ooh, a boomerang.
Now that you talk about the hookshot. Oh wait, we don't have if we had a grapple, we could have seen the play. Oh, both of them falling to the island today. That's pretty interesting. Note that. Holding hands through failing this little strat happens to the best of us.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I was saying that with that early hook shot, we could have seen an early Cabana with the Cabana D skip, but we don't have the grapple to actually do the inside of Cabana.
Yes. And you also, I mean, you can do it without the hammer, but it is so much quicker with a hammer.
Oh yeah.
Especially with, for Second Fortress in Logic, you're gonna get that hammer at some point.
Exactly.
So,
A bit of fighting with the Bokoblin here. Yeah, Hammer is pretty required this seed with the Wind Temple being opened by Hammer, and there's a
Ooh.
few things opened by Hammer in Earth Temple, so it's a pretty heavy Hammer seed.
Yeah, you're probably gonna see it. Well, you have to see it before entering 2 of our dungeons, except if it's, Phantom Ganon as the hammer, which happened in one of my seed, which was disgusting.
It's not that disgusting. I mean, that hammer just went home, you know? Yeah, leaf only required for Wind Temple today. That is a little sketchy. Can't wait to see what happens with that. So both of them getting another Tingle statue inside of the sub on Bomb Island.
Yep.
Now it's gonna be a real Bomb Island hours. Gonna have to play basketball. You start with a slam dunk, okay, putting it on the switch here, and then you have to get your 3-pointer and your 2-pointer. Pretty hard. Using that oak shot inside of the island itself, keeping a little part where a little bit of rolling.
That Magtel is not cooperating.
No, that Magtel was a pacifist, didn't want to attack. I was not sure about that throw, but it worked. Nice.
Alright, let's see the second one.
And very well done by Elijah.
Yeah, that was very quick.
And Bomb Island with the
Ooh.
treasure chart 38.
Not what you want to see.
No, it's not nothing, but it's not good either.
Imagine checking something and Link's like, there was nothing inside this chest.
And that would be a pretty cool addition. If one day that happens in the rando, it's gonna be incredible, you know. And we're back to Dragon Roost or Elijah. I think we're going to Crescent now. Yeah, looks like Crescent. Crescent's gonna be very fascinating because there's 2 ways to cheese that. There's 3 ways to cheese that sub, I should say. You can do leaf bombs, you can wait on the ladder, and you can just fire a fire arrow, and it just works.
Yep.
You know, our woofer now out of Bomb Island. Can't wait to see if we're gonna see a divergence or not.
Also, it is...
Ooh, divergence.
Ooh.
We're going to Mother and Child for woofer.
Yeah, I was gonna say, both runners still did not get their outset checks.
Yeah, and with everything that we found, it kind of fell down in the priority list, you know. But we got a wallet on Mother and Child, so that's a maybe for a good item. And Din's Pearl on the Crescent Moon sub. Woofer now on outset. It's night, so no need to do the little roll clip tonight.
Yeah.
Get into Mez's house at least. We're probably still gonna roll clip later.
Yeah. There is no need to roll clip at night. And I'm sure nobody in this commentary room or this chat ever forgot that. You know.
That sounds very personal. Oh my god. I've done
I
that
have
before.
no idea what you're saying.
I've done that before too. Don't feel bad.
But yeah, I could also understand why our runners would want to delay outset, as we already have power bracelets, so we are just missing a bait bag to get that big check, and we're missing a bottle to get the grandma check. So
and we just got Common Melody, which is a very nice item on the wallet.
Yeah.
Oh, and the last pearl. We found all 3 pearls. It's not a Taji seed today, but Woofer just found the only one that actually does something in those settings.
Yes. We do love that mail.
Yeah. Well, you could argue that Dinspearl actually just makes it so it's not windy on before the Dragon Roost Cavern, but that's not much of something.
Yeah. And
Eli-
more music.
Yeah. Elijah going for ice arrow strats on the moblins, freezing them and just throwing them. Woofer,
Also, that was a perfect Japun's clip.
yeah, very well done by Woofer. We're gonna see what's behind bomb today. Just a bit of money. Oh, we're exiting the cave normally. That smells like a little bit of cheating at golf.
Yeah, it does looks like it.
Yeah, don't hesitate to say woofer in the chat as many times as you want because very, very cute. Pop time just goes wild. Love it.
Yes.
One of the best spots.
The best addition to Twitch we could ever ask.
Yeah, we're probably gonna see Elijah going for salvage court now. Oh, that's pretty smart by Elijah, actually. Just thought about it, but
Woofer also getting.
Yeah, Elijah getting salvage corp on that triangle island because there's a Cyclos right there to do that check. So time to not respect the rules of golf.
Oh yeah. That's gonna be quite a lot of cheating.
Yeah. Look at that, just playing basketball instead on the first hole, and then playing, I don't know how to describe this. And now setting up for the artist one, the artist best of cheating.
Wow.
There we go.
I should really learn that setup.
And with the sword, it's pretty effective.
Yeah. Yeah, I have the one where you take damage and then you sword slash, but it is not reliable. Learning, yay.
So, okay, I was about to say, are we gonna see something else that's behind the leaf? According to logic, being really good. That would have been amazing.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it is only the 26th treasure chart.
Yeah. Now on outset, about to do the checks that Woofer just did. Woofer heading straight to Diamond Step for a little bit of Diamond Step on time today.
The best Diamond Step strat, if I might add.
But we don't have the bombs, so we're gonna have to do something a little sketchier on the inside. Can't wait to see what strats we go for. I do hope that we use that little corner in the boat that just doesn't have floor for some reason.
Yeah. Probably, with no leaf. Except if we get leaf in the first check.
That could be possible. Capability for Elijah. Now hitting the Grandma's basement. So, using the Floor Master to throw a stick at us. Going for the usual strats. Grabbing that little arrow refill on the way. Never a bad idea.
Oh, yeah. When you get that bow early, sometimes our account gets a little low.
Yeah, we'll try for shard 8. And we're going full season 3 for Woofer. Going back through the warp pot I'm probably gonna climb that same warp bot to do a little bit of fancy jumping with the sword.
Perfectly executed.
Yeah. Delivery bag.
Ooh.
Checking if we have
nothing
anything.
in it.
Yeah, nothing in it. Always a fast check. When you get your delivery bag, never a bad idea to check that, because sometimes there's a note to mom in there, and then you forget it's there, and you go check in the boss rooms to see if you missed any piece of the Triforce, but it's a note to mom all along. Not talking about
Yes.
experience or anything. Oh god.
Also, some very nice routing. Expected, of course, for disc runners, but getting that mostly east line of checks really, really quickly. Ooh, I think Woofer got in the cave a little too quickly.
Yeah, and didn't see the chest spawn, so maybe he's gonna have to shoot that again. But either way, not doing too bad in here. But he shot a few torches.
Oh yeah, that was really, really quick.
Yeah, very well done. So Elijah also cheating on golf now. Seemingly going for the exact same strat as Woofer. And getting it. Yeah, Woofer was a little too early on the first try there.
Oop.
And there we go.
Finally.
Getting back in the boat to park it closer to the chest. While Elijah getting... both of them getting a treasure chart at the same time.
So many treasure charts.
Imagine holding hands through interposed treasure charts.
And probably heading holding hands through time, because Elijah is most likely gonna do the same route.
Yeah,
as
and
Woofy.
A little bit of either steel now on Woofer's side. Once again, this is a check that is behind bombs according to the logic, but it's very easy to chase. Very easy. Just kind of park there and start swimming around the boat until his friends shoot him. Friendly fire is on.
Yes.
I need to say something questionable. All right. What about we big, we pig? It's just...
That's not questionable.
Ah,
I
boy.
think that's perfectly reasonable.
I'll find a way to mess something up later. This is...
All right, sure.
that sounds like an we're sounding like a cult right now. The cult of Big Pig.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Have you done your yeet tonight?
Actually, I have. I have done my yeet today.
Nice, nice. And Woofer now warping to a place I've not checked.
That was first 47, sorry. So Woofer is gonna sail to 5-star Isle.
First, still going for the good old cell bumps. Oh, and Elijah setting up for a super swim. So if you're photosensitive, please look away from his side for a while. We will tell you when it's safe to look again. This map tracker says that he's going for Neil Rock. So
An interesting super swim.
yeah, can't wait to see how that goes. He's going for out of steel in the end. I was curious because, like I said, his map tracker did show another island completely.
Ooh.
Oh, sadly, not quite. Yeah, super swimming is not the easiest thing in the world.
Yep. So the backup, which is going to be exactly what Woofer did.
Yeah, you can now look back. Elijah is cell jumping instead of super swimming. There we go. Already at Neil Rock. It is a pretty fast cell. And Woofer warping to the Tower of the God Quadrant. Probably going to go for that mountain sub. We're kind of running out of check in the overworld.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that. So
I think
good.
we
Good
do
line
have
of thinking.
we have the top of Angular and the top of the waterfall and Cabinet left in my head. That's the two I can think of. We also have the rat sub at Headstone, Ice Ring,
We have
Paw Print.
Paw Print, right?
Yeah, Paw Print is left.
Yeah. None of our runners did freeze, so that's 3 checks there.
Yeah.
I would understand that you would want to wait for the grapple, but at some point you're gonna have to.
You know, sometimes you just gotta double dip Paw Print. it just happens.
Especially
Sometimes
if Paw Print has your grapple.
Yeah, sometimes you have to triple dip it.
All right. Chat coming up with some questionable routing decisions.
Double dip AT. I like that one actually, especially when you have nothing to actually open the warp pot.
Yes, maybe my hatred for AT is blinding me.
I've done that in the past, going to ET without anything to open the warp pot. That's my kind of questionable decisions. I love them. And we're going to Paw Print now for Woofer.
Yep.
It is 3 checks.
Yeah, so arguably...
I don't think...
Yes.
I don't think Woofer has done Crescent Moon either, so... It's a very tasty part of the world right now for him.
Yes.
But you can actually aim Fire Arrow that one?
If we're talking about the boss one, I don't think so.
No, the boss one is a rock, but the first one, I always thought that the warp pot was a little too high to aim a fire arrow from the ground floor, but I might be wrong. Just...
Oh, the entrance one. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, that's a Tingle statue right there.
Yeah, but other than that, Paw Print was kind of dead.
Yeah, but you never know when you're gonna need all your Tingle statues.
That is true.
Iron boots were there too, so not that empty. No?
True.
Very required.
I was not paying attention. So
it's alright.
As per usual, it is my reminder to never listen to me and just trust your guts.
Yeah, I do like the clanky boots. Clonk, clonk, clonk.
All right, so as our bot is having issues, I can shout out our trackers, which are Advocate and Elena.
Yeah, doing a wonderful job. Cold Runner's going very fast, doing a bunch of little tricks, but nothing getting past them. Very well done. Woofer about to go to the sub where we found Dinspearl. So.
But yeah, so now we know for sure that our runners are probably gonna go to fire ice ring at some point.
Yeah, it's
In the
starting to
future.
be pretty much the best option left. Yeah, Elijah going to Forest Haven. He could still go for a 5-star sub, but wouldn't be surprised to see him go for the biggest concentration of items. But no, it's going to be 5-star sub.
Yep.
So not a big difference between our two runners right now. Yeah,
Yes.
Ice Ring it is definitely out of logic. That is true.
Yeah, I was thinking that our runners might have some more insight on
We're going for Ice Ring now
Sphere.
because it's pretty much the only island we can full clear at this point.
Yeah, we know. Actually, we don't know. We might still find our leaf in there. If there's a bow somewhere that does not require the leaf. Ooh.
Oh, the Bokubaba seed. Let's go.
This is now a tuba seed.
Bokubaba seed. Such a good item.
Yes, a very good meme item.
And today we can look at it. We have the spoils bag. It's
That
even
is
better.
true.
Every
Our
time you need
runners
you need the Bokubaba seed in your life, you have the spoils bag now. You can't see it. And more spoils. Let's go. We're getting spoiled.
Oh boy. A strong bun.
Yeah, we now have a decision to make. 3 checks, all isolated, with another one left on the island after you do it. So let's see where Woofer goes first.
I'm pretty sure that it's Angular Caves. Well, Angular Top.
Yeah, going for the top. Maybe Mirror Shield's gonna be in there. Maybe. And ZeldaSpeedRuns 3 rating with a party of 12. Welcome, everyone. This is a Wind Waker Randomizer race. Winners final of Season 4. We have OriginalElijah against wooferzfg. It's a very good race, so welcome in.
Yes.
Don't hesitate to ask questions.
This is game 1, so you are not missing much at the moment.
Yeah. Woofer opting to he actually didn't save the opening the chest on top of Angular, so now he's going for probably the same saves coming strats on Cabinet Island. Private Oasis.
Yes, but also maybe not saves commit as we have the delivery bag. So
In Godzaria.
Yep, gonna keep that one.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it.
Nope.
Or not. Or
Never
not.
mind.
He changed his mind. It looked like a keeper for a second, but not anymore. So the sub on a headstone kinda has to have something good in it right now. Kinda does. Yeah, all those saves coming strats pretty bad for our trackers, doing a good job of untracking certain items.
Yeah. Ooh, I think we're gonna do rat sub
Yeah, rat sub
into
is
ET.
yeah, not surprised at that point. If the sub is nothing, we're forced to go to ET. Actually, yeah.
Yeah, getting those first
And
free
we're gonna
chests.
check the top of headstone with this. It looks like a chart, but I'm not quite certain.
It may be Ghost Ship Shard, but I am not skilled enough to tell.
We're probably gonna need someone to like go back in the VOD and enhance the image. Yet nobody's agreeing in chat. Nobody knows what it is. Maybe we're gonna get a second chance. Clipping and then saying, "Let's go, Jay."
Right, pause it. Enhance.
And yes, Sand Sword is a bone.
Also, that rat was definitely not dying today.
Okay, according to our sources, it looks like it's Ghost Ship Shard on top of Headstone. It is kind of hard to tell in 400 and ADP, yes. We're maybe going to get a second look at it with Elijah right there.
Oh. All right, so that's bait bag in rat sub. I may be a little in advance, but
I think you are.
I've seen the
Because I just saw
future.
that. Yeah, Captain is the future.
I'm
It
from
might
the
be
future.
might be
And
time for a refresh, my friend.
And
okay, we're warping
okay,
with
so,
Woofer. Woofer's
yeah, with
warping.
that,
So he's probably gonna go get a pair to do this. It could have Ghost Ship could have progression, so Woofer going to buy some pairs, probably gonna buy the bait for the future.
also, we might get Big while we're here.
Yeah, Big Pig is here. We big, we big.
But a better question would be, are we gonna get the Yeet? Because I'm
No,
pretty sure.
he's getting the sword out. Oh no.
Yes.
It was just a bait.
Ooh,
It was just a
never
bait.
mind.
And the original rating with a party of two. Welcome you two to this wonderful race. Winners final. One of those guys, after the best of three, is going to be knocked down to losers. And only one will be left in the winners. So Elijah, yeah, that does look like Ghost Ship Chart.
Yes.
Now that I'm seeing it again.
Yeah. Ooh, Elijah. Immediately warping away. Oh yeah, he got never mind.
He got the bait bag just before that. And the big pig today with the hammer. Ho ho!
Okay.
Woofer decided to just be violent to the pig after using it. That's kind of mean.
Very mean, yes.
That's smelling like a nice little dip in ET without a leaf. It's gonna be amazing.
Yes. Except if our runners get that goat ship shard and the ghost ship itself has some bombs, then maybe we could go to Forsaken Fortress. But
Maybe,
it
maybe.
looks like a dip in ET for sure. Maybe opening that cross dungeon warpot.
Yeah, we might be seeing that. Also, Elijah now yeeting the pig, swinging the swine, propulsing the pork, whatever you want to call it.
And it looks like Elijah did not hit the pig.
Oh, he did.
Across time and space to the right of the island.
Yeah, it's something that can happen.
I was told. So it was not Ghost Ship. We were wrong. Again.
Was it try for shards? Wow, surprising. Well,
so our progression was indeed blocked by the biggest of pigs.
Yeah, Big Pig just having the goods tonight. It is very hard to see. Like, we all missed it, basically.
Yep.
And no mirror shield, so we're gonna see some medley strats tonight.
Yeah, that's kind of brutal, actually.
I'm sure both of our runners know how to handle this, so...
Oh,
it
absolutely.
could be vanilla shield. It is perfectly possible.
Yeah.
And Elijah also definitely saw it as a ghost ship chart if he's flying the bird up there.
Yep. Probably gonna be a bit disappointed.
That's gonna be good interview material right there.
Oh man, Woofer not even trying to finesse the whole thing.
Just gonna do it the slow and easy way. I agree with that.
Yeah.
And that ghost ship chart is looking a little scuffed right now.
Yeah, bombs too.
Yeah.
Not a bomb inside.
Mirror
Oh,
shield.
wow.
It's not vanilla, but it
Okay.
is fresh vanilla, as we like to call it. So we almost had to do a bunch of fancy strats in here, but not quite, not quite.
Okay, Woofer's just gonna do the dungeon as got himself intended.
Yeah, as Agio Numa intended. He's looking right now, and except for that one time we went through walls, he's pretty happy right now.
Yeah, let's also not talk about Horseshoe.
It's gonna be quite difficult still because no leaf, no bomb. But I believe in our runners; they can do that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, left side is button logic. It's not in logic right now, technically, because we got our fire ice arrows not in logic, but you know, still doable. Because fire and ice arrows are the key to left side normally.
But what a race so far.
Yeah, they're both neck to neck in the same dungeon, like a few checks away from each other.
And we're getting 2 small keys. So left side is looking
It's looking tempting. And Woofer going for left side. Yeah. If we're gonna try for this strat here, where you put Medley down on one of the tiles, and then you side up all the way to the stairs, making it. Wow.
Perfectly executed. That was flawless, honestly.
Yeah. It's not a strat that we see often, but it's a cool one.
Oh yeah.
And we're gonna go for the ice arrows to hammer combo on the floor master. Not to be confused with wall masters, which are little grabby hands from other that fall from the sky. Surprised they're not called ceiling masters, honestly. Just,
I mean, I guess.
at least they're not stairmasters. Stairmasters are the worst.
Yeah.
The stairs that never
do be
end.
terrible.
I'm pretty sure this was rolled by our restreamer himself. Yeah, by TommelTalk13. That was rolled. Yeah, you rolled us something very nice, Toma. Love it.
I mean, I think you and I have very different definitions of very nice, but
Okay,
I can respect it.
I have two different definitions of very nice, depending on if I'm commentating or running. it's how it goes.
Yeah,
Oh, Elijah going for the basement.
Ooh. So we're gonna see what gamble pays off.
Yeah. Elijah not going for left side. Technically, like I said, left side is out of logic because our fire and ice arrows are not in logic yet. And Elijah also ace left side, you know. That's the other reason.
So I did not see what was the first check of left side, but I know that compass is not that good.
Was big key. Oh, and we have a map here. Left side not looking too good right now.
Oh no!
I know we're getting grabbed. Terrifying. I don't like the screams of those enemies.
I don't think anyone does. But then again, I'm sure someone somewhere would be ready to disagree with me.
And the redeads are now re-dead. Re-dead.
Again.
No.
Re-dead.
Dead, re-dead.
Remix.
Yeah, remix that re-dead. Right, make that re-dead deader.
Let's see that last.
Oh, that's a dingle statue.
All right.
And thankfully, we do have the hook shot, so we're going to be able to do this. Skip the mini boss, pretty much. And that's a piece of cheese.
Oh, that hurts. Oh, that is not good.
Yeah, let's hope that someone here doesn't decide to skip left side.
Yes, that would be unfortunate to say the least.
Yeah, very much so.
But man, what a logic.
Ah, Tama, thank you for rolling this.
Because if I'm correct, and I'm probably wrong, but indulge me.
Yeah.
If I'm correct, logically, that is an absolutely forced double dip in ET?
Yeah, I think so. Unless we find a leaf down here, it still could happen. There might be a
or
bow in
the
the basement
last
too.
bow. Yeah, the last bow might be in here.
Yeah, if we find a
But,
bow in the basement, that means that bow would have been our fire and ice arrows, and the fire and ice arrows that we found earlier would have been light arrows.
Yes.
Oh my god, he's going for the skull storage.
I do not know that strat, but I am extremely curious.
It's
as
literally
to
just
what
bomb
is
drop
happening.
storage, but with a skull instead.
Wow.
He's gonna use that skull to push himself down on the chest.
Oh,
And
no.
the skull is dead.
We have two more.
It's like pot drop storage, but with a skull, basically. Yeah.
Fascinating.
And there's more skulls on the other side, and you can always reset the room, but still, feels bad to cut it.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but
The skull went down.
that strat is gonna be used to get chest storage to do the boss, right?
Exactly, that's pretty much what's gonna happen, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
But right now, he's not having the best of times.
Ooh, and
MVP.
opening the war pot. Okay.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
This is quite the strat. At least the skull doesn't explode, so get as many tries as you want.
I guess that's true.
Yeah. And still doesn't have it, so going back on the chest. Going back on the chest is probably the hardest thing about this trick right now.
Yeah, without breaking the skull.
Yeah. And he's giving up. It's given a deed. Well, it was a very rough trick, so not surprised that we're seeing a few tries, but then just going for the vanilla.
Yes, but that does mean that Elijah is probably gonna do.
Yeah, we're gonna see the basement next, because he can't do the boss fight yet. No big key.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is this is a C.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And to be honest, Cabana was not even really a good sight because we still have no hook shot.
No grapple. I think you take.
Grapple. Sorry. Yep. Thank you.
I feel you for mixing those up because in French they're both called grappin. Boats. This is... He's going. He's gonna love going back from left side to the basement to fight Jahala. We're seeing those off room strats right now from Elijah.
Yeah, and Medley is not cooperating. Okay.
Yeah, so sometimes your dead zones just fall between where they need to be, you know. Is Woofer also gonna go for the off-road strats? Yep, looks like it.
Yep. But seeing all this,
Or not? Okay, he didn't push the block.
yeah, I think yeah.
Yeah, not having Leaf slows down Earth Temple so much is very surprising. You need to experience it once to realize how much Leaf is good.
Yeah, seeing all this just makes me even more anxious to learn ET.
ET is is a surprise. It's a gift that keeps on giving.
Gift is not the word I would use, but you know what? Sure.
Fun thing about what they're doing right now, if they don't pull the statues all the way, they get to skip a cutscene, which is why you're seeing Elijah doing that right now. And Woofer too. Gonna return this gift? I don't want this gift. It's kind of rude to return gifts, you know? It's kind of rude. You gotta keep it, cherish it, learn from it, be molded by the leafless ET.
It's 2021. I think we're way past the time to return gifts.
Yeah.
Especially from shitty relatives.
Oh, empty bottle. So, grandma now on the table.
Yeah, yay for grandma.
Your last two messages, Crystal, they don't fit very well together. Oh boy. Say grandma's better. Yes.
And screenshot.
There is a wonderful little command that you guys can use when you're talking about grandma. I don't make the rules, except I kind of did for this one.
Oof. Also, Elijah fighting those free
Stalfos
things.
without bombs.
Stalfos, thank you.
I like to imagine that the Sans model is just like a very small Stalfos sometimes. Pretty cute. Very cute. It's very evil seed. Every time you need to fight Stalfos with like no magic, no soup, no master sword, it's never a good time. That's a fun fact about the Stalfos. If you steal their weapon while they're destroyed, they will actually rip off their whole arms to hit you with them.
Mount, I think we need to have a discussion about what is a fun fact and what isn't. Also, that Stalfos going up top was kind of funny.
Yeah. And there we go, just treasure chart here. Now going for the big key chest on Elijah's side. Switching arrows wildly because sometimes you just go a bit too far. I like to watch Season 4. Play it, not as much.
A really good room.
Oh, that is the ghost ship chart. So instead of being on the top of the island, it was at the very bottom of it.
We were technically not wrong. In a sense.
And Elijah going out right now.
Ooh.
Daring move.
Okay.
Daring move.
What progression do we have? We have nope. Nope. We do not
We
have
have Cabana.
because we do not have the grappling hook.
Yep,
As
grappling hook is...
Yeah.
But we have Ghost Ship chart and ankle.
And ankle. Okay.
Yep, ankle.
Technically, we have the first check of Wind Temple.
And we have Angular too, now that I think about it.
Oh, yeah.
And Grandma.
So, yeah, a few checks.
Oh, another bottle. Could mean that Grandma's very important today. With her climbing back up the vines, since we can't open the the third warp pot in the dungeon. It's faster to do this.
Yep. But that's honestly a lot of time gained for Woofer, as he will not have to go back to Earth Temple ever again.
Oh, and he still has to get Medley back to him to actually go through.
Oh yeah, true, because no leaf.
Yeah, Elijah is probably banking on finding Light Arrow, point is coming back to ET through the inter-dungeon warp pod that we opened at the beginning.
Yes.
Which is going to make Jahala a little faster. It's going to make a few things a little faster. But Jahala with Hero's Sword. This could either go really well for Woofer or incredibly painful, you know?
Yeah, and no bombs too.
No bombs, no light arrows, only Hero's Sword.
Yeah, that's...
And Hammer. Hammer is pretty good.
Yeah, just gotta bong those ghosts.
Yeah. Even if it takes an extra cycle, I think that the hammer is the play.
Oh yeah.
And Grandma has been saved. Time to spam the soup command if you want. Oh, let's go. La soupe. I pulled a sneaky on you guys. I said soup in French.
But no one has to know.
Yeah.
Only hi.
It's the same word with the E at the end. Pronounced the same. And this has been French classes with Captain Moule and Mongol for tonight. Oh, bombs behind Grandma. Oh,
wow. That is disgusting.
Yeah, and bombs. And now we have a ghost ship on Bomb Island to go with it. FF could be the play. But are we going to see ghost ship first? Yeah, looks like ghost ship for Elijah. Could be Leaf on the ghost ship. Never know.
Also, still a free cycle for Woofer. So, buggers?
Yeah, Woofer did a really good job with the tools he was given.
Oh boy, more mail.
Yeah, nice little chainmail right there.
But probably not gonna change the time of day just yet, as ghost ship.
Yeah, gotta hit that shit before.
Yeah.
Also, there's a mailbox on that island too, so it's not too bad.
True.
So, interesting thing to note. Note to Mom is gonna unlock letter from Bido's mother and letter from Bido for Woofer when he gets to that.
True. Lots of mails.
Yeah. And Elijah taking care of the Wizrobe that spawns enemies real fast.
Yeah, perfectly executed. I know. That ghost was not having it.
And there we go. We're about to find out what the ghost ship has for us. Please be good. Please be good. Please be good. It's a sword!
I mean, that's good.
That's our
Not
first logical
sure,
sword, by the way. That's our first logical sword.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh man, so now everything in Forsaken Fortress is in logic.
Well, not quite. Phantom Cannon is
No,
doable, but
because
not in logic.
true. Yeah,
Just-
yeah.
This is getting confusing. Phantom Cannon is locked behind leave, everyone. That's probably the farthest away you can be from Grandma to save her. Wow. Just-
I think as long as you can lock target her.
yeah. And yes, the sword was on Fire Mountain, the first one that we found. Which is behind Fire and Ice Arrows, which is behind Leaf. It's just... I'm getting very confused about the logic of this scene right now. If Phantom Ganon is grapple, I'm giving up, honestly. Leaf has been the... Oh, God. That's
would
still
mean
not as
that-
bad as the grapple in Master Sword Chamber that I heard.
Yeah.
So then I'm just gonna get storage here. We don't have a leaf, so he's gonna take that all the way to the boss. Well, not all the way to the boss, but he's gonna go upstairs with it. That's nice little bomb boost. And it's gonna set up for soon.
Another strat, a strat I don't know about.
Yeah, look at that.
Fantastic.
He's gonna set up for here. That allows you to climb up. Be careful about the ceiling here, because if you hit the ceiling with your head, you just void out.
Okay.
But yeah, other than
Good
that, you
to
can
know.
climb up that way. And it was double magic.
Okay. That is something.
It's a really good strat, surprisingly. Oh, another try for a shard. That's really good. So 2 shards behind that left side of ET technique. Behind well, not behind the left side, but behind ET.
Yeah.
That's really big. Still no grapple.
And no leaf.
And if he gets knocked down, this is gonna be really bad, but we're fine. We're fine. Yeah, if you don't kill Phantom Ganon, the cannons are not there. Just remember that too. Yep. But the mini blends can be a little scary. We're probably gonna go for that ghost ship. And yes, it is the bird time.
Let's hope the bird is nice to our runners.
Woofer, now an angular cave. I was wrong. Sorry. Yes, it is time to pray for that bird RNG or Elijah, because you never like to see the bird softlock. Never.
Oh yeah. Also, Woofer with the good old original strats.
The boomer strats.
Hey man, those boomer strats, they're old, but they're reliable.
Yeah, they do work. Elijah now in the bottom of the tower that is supposed to be full of water, but is not really full of water. And the leaf on Angular
man!
Cave. Oh,
What a logic!
yeah, this scene is taking us places.
So, unless the bow is in...
And the bird being nice.
Yep.
We finally found the logic, everyone. Finally.
Yeah. That is at least a logically required double dip in ET.
Yeah. Everything is in logic now. Let's go. We can't even go to Great Fish. It's great. Yes, it's great-ish.
No, it's great fish, Mond.
Yes, I know.
I can't believe you didn't see the... Oh.
I saw the pun. It was already made in chat.
Yeah.
Hey, magic armor! I sure hope they put that on before fighting Ganondorf. They probably won't. They always forget. What is that emote? Wow. Fish moly. What the hell?
That's fish moly. That's Twitch history.
It's surprising. It looks like the Mirelurks in Fallout New Vegas. I don't like it.
Fish moly is the original great fish.
Oh god. Oh god, chat, please. You guys are too good, too funny for me today.
Ooh, and Woofer going to get his ghost ship at Spectacle. I think that's Spectacular.
I'm pretty sure it is. Yes. And we're gonna do leaf bumps because we now have a leaf. Took a while, but we got there.
A better one lift bump than no lift bumps, I guess.
Yeah. That's the sword for Woofer. Leaf was in Angular Cave tonight. We finally found the logic, everyone.
Ooh.
And Phantom Ganon is gonna have to be done. So Elijah on the way out of Forsaken Fortress, Woofer on the way in, but with a leaf.
Yep. Our runners doing a little high-fiving.
Yeah. Woofer just passing by while Elijah fights the Phantom Ganon on the side.
Oh man!
Nice jump from Woofer.
Yep.
You know, Elijah just destroying Phantom Ganon at tennis. Yeah, it is tennis tonight.
He do be bad at tennis.
Not very good. Most volley only last like two shots. It's not too good.
To be honest, his serves are kind of weak.
Servers are pretty weak. Also, I don't think you're allowed to like jump that high to do your serve. He's kind of cheating.
That's true. True enough.
Huh? And yes, Woofer did get Leaf, and then, well, he did get a sword in the middle, but then double magics. It's pretty cute. forest haven for Elijah. We're going to Angular, most probably.
Are we going to?
Well, we're going straight after getting the mail, I feel.
Oh yeah, because he still has to get his Beidou's mother response.
Yeah. He's not going to be able to get Bido's letter, though, because he didn't complete her temple.
Oh no, that's Arrow Mail.
Arrow mail, yes.
He did get his answer.
Light arrows!
Oh,
Oh, that is actually really nice.
wait. Was that our logical fire and ice?
You could have gone either ways, actually, I think.
Yeah.
Not necessarily.
I think, yeah. But I think that's it could have been because it was not locked behind.
It could have been a possibility tonight, but we found the other ones first. Still a very surprising seed. Expected you to go in Earth Temple to get a bottle to heal Grandma, to then get bombs, and then do Forsaken Fortress to get your fire and ice arrows, apparently.
No, because you had Hookshot and Mirror Shield was in the first check of Temple, so logically you could also just.
Yeah, you can
get
go either
Mirror
way.
Shield,
That's
get
exactly what I
Leaf.
mean.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, true. Actually,
Both were logically at the same place, technically. So, and we're getting that nice little bomb drop storage.
first try. Whoever needs to practice. Well, I assume Woofer practiced.
You practice a lot,
Well,
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And Elijah getting the leaf now.
Yeah, probably getting a mixed emotion about that leaf placement.
Yeah, definitely. There we go. To answer your question, Jimbo Jim Jam, we start with the first bit of magic from the beginning of the game. So only double magic is in the randomized pool. We get magic from the beginning. Maybe something for the future. Never know.
It is a setting. I'm pretty sure there is a setting where you start with no magic, but at least in season 4.
No, we don't. There's no way to start with no magic.
Okay.
There is in other games, but not in this one yet.
So then again, I am wrong, as per usual.
It's fine. It's fine. Magic armor
But-
being found by Elijah.
That's what I'm here for.
Huh? Magic armor? That's what you're here for? Nice. Me too.
Yeah, actually, Magic Armor is one of my favorite meme items.
It's such a good one too, because you can't just kind of taunt Ganondorf at the end when you have that.
Oh yeah, for someone learning like me, or bad, Magic Armor in Ganon fight is so good.
We're going to Wind Temple for Elijah. Probably going to route his return to Earth Temple in the middle of that. Meanwhile, Woofer with the bird, having good RNG too, so very nice. The time to put on our clunky boots, get our hammer ready, and we're gonna break a statue. Because vandalism is the key to Wind Temple.
Vandalism is great, kids.
Well, in video games, yes. In real life, not so much.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, that's absolutely what I meant.
Yes.
Of course.
Well, you are part of a culture that knows how to riot, so nice.
True enough, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, time to play some music from my car. Like in my car. Please.
No, don't
Plant
faint
some
in car.
trees. Plant some trees.
He's the worst.
He's alright. That old Hanyan boy. He's fine until you have to make him climb upstairs. Oh god. There's still a few grapple lock chests. One day we could find that grapple, you know? Here's a master sword, though.
Okay. I heard you need those.
Yeah, master swords are pretty good. Oh, we're gonna do a little spring storage here on Elijah's side. Just gonna look at that spring again, and now the game realizes that you should be jumping, basically.
We do love those the game physics.
Oh yeah, we do. I have this little feeling that's telling me that Elijah might open the second warp pot in Wind Temple, then go back in the room that we're going into next to go to Earth Temple, and then keep going in Wind Temple after doing Earth Temple. But you never know. You never know.
Maybe.
We're going for the side up strats to get up to the statue.
It's a lot of Bing Bong.
Yeah, Vital Mail was a shard. In fact, yes, you are right, the Ganjin. We're still missing a free range shard. There's the one hidden somewhere in the game.
Yeah.
There's also the one on Mulgera. Yeah, missing a sword. And potentially a grapple too. Potentially. Could be one of those grapple skip seeds. You never know.
I mean, technically every seed is a grapple skip seed, but
oh, except the ones with Goma in them. Kinda need that one.
fair. But not a lot of runners use the grapple.
In Hyrule, at least.
Hyrule, yep.
Still a nice safety to have. Also, very nice sword for Woofer. So looking for that final one. So Elijah going backwards in the dungeon, which is one of the fancy new threats I've been seeing. Especially when people have to do when God's Air skip, they tend to do that route.
Yeah.
So fun fact, Woofer and Winggods are at some point in this seed.
Both our runners actually. They deleted it. No, not deleted it. Save scummed it.
Yeah.
But my hopes for a sword in Cabana are not dead.
They're not dead. Yes, Elijah only has 3 shards right now because 3 of them actually were locked behind checks in ET. So, or outside of ET that are locked behind ET.
Well, we do have one in left side. We have one on Jahala and one on Beidle's Mail.
Yeah, Beidle's Mail adds something today. So first things first, trying to drop down here. Now dropping down once again behind the door, opening the door between the stone and the wall itself. And now we're gonna just walk slowly into the corner of the door until we void out to get our item.
Really well executed from Elijah.
Yeah. Don't see anything new.
But yeah, light arrows are gonna considerably quicken our wind tempo.
Oh yeah, that is for sure. So that, as we mentioned earlier, Elijah has to go back to Earth Temple for quite a few things now. But he's gonna have light arrows for Jahala, which is gonna be pretty nice.
Yeah, and Master Sword.
Yeah,
So.
and as said in chat, they're doing such a good job with this seed, which is they're going so fast in a seed that is kind of disgusting.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, if the 2 or 3 checks we're still missing are, you know, a bit fast, we might still see a sub 2 seed, which, considering the logic, would be incredible, really.
Yeah, very, very intense. Yeah, can't wait to see where that final Master Sword is and that final Triforce Shard too. We're also going for the bomb drop storage here to do the Wind Godzara skip.
Perfectly executed. Again.
Okay, listen, Advocate. Definitely possible, but I'm still... At this point, I'm not hoping for that. They already endured enough. Grapple in Master Sword Chamber and sword on scale the wall. That would be pretty bad. So Woofer voiding out, now taking care of the Dart Nuts.
Elijah missing the perfect pattern for the 7 armors room.
Sometimes it just doesn't want to go. This is it.
Yeah. Probably just gonna void them all out.
Yeah, just light arrow them until they're dead. Doing a very good job at it, even if it wasn't the perfect pattern. And for now, going back through the warp pot. Okay, what's gonna be on the top of the room here?
Elijah still not going back to ET. Probably gonna go after finishing Wind Temple.
Yeah, starting to look like it. Okay, the other small key. So the Wizrobe room is now into play. We're gonna start with a crack floor room. Gonna put our boots very close to the corner and just grab it. Link is very strong arms.
I mean, he does have the power bracelet.
Yeah. And for that last one, we need to put a bomb behind us, and we're gonna bomb boost during the cutscene to not fall down.
And Woofer getting the perfect fight.
Yeah, Woofer doing a very good job with the Armos room.
Elijah having some trouble.
I can relate to that. Those bombs, both colors of the bomb look the same to me. It's fun to be colorblind. It's fun. And yes, brace nerves. It gets to all of us. Even the best runners. Opening chest.
Up top. Ooh, no big skip.
Yeah. Hey, here's the grapple.
Wow. That is an interesting spot for the grapple.
Yeah, not as interesting as our tracker hoped, but still very nice to see. At that point, they needed a little break, Advocate, you know? Just a little bit.
But that does put all of the overworld in logic.
Yeah. A few places that are locked behind grapple are not accessible.
I did not track.
I know he
map
got.
and,
I don't think he got the
compass.
compass yet. Yeah, I think we saw the chart earlier. The map, I should say. Thank you, tracker. Thank you. It's fine. I wouldn't track that in my head either. But yeah, we have two trackers doing a wonderful job for us tonight. And Advocate,
Yep.
so is the shout-out bot working now? Yes, it is!
Ooh.
You can go follow both of them. They're doing a wonderful job. Also, go follow our runners. They're giving us quite the match. It's only match 1, too. So there's going to be 1 and maybe 2 more in the future. You can also go follow my co-commentator, Captain Moon. Thank you for commentating this with me.
No problem. But of course, follow Mongol. That goes without saying.
Oh my god.
So I just saw Elijah not kill any enemy in Tall Room, so I assume that was his compass.
Yeah, looks like it, actually. Yeah. Oh, and getting that skip on the first try, a little bit on the late side, but still doing very well. When you grab the left side of that platform, you know you were almost too late.
Hey, if it works, it works, right?
Exactly. But what I'm saying is it's a little nerve-wracking because you see it after getting the trick and you're like, oh my god, that was a little too close for comfort. With her getting in the corner to do odd shot. Clipping into the basement now. So they're both very close to each other in the dungeon, but oh, Woofer going for the top there once again. Tracking well, remembering that there's a dungeon item here. Good old one with collision. Yeah.
Yeah. So it looks like our runners are fairly close, but we know
Elijah's
that
gonna have to go back to ET for the left side.
Yes. Yeah. But it may all come down to overall checks.
Yeah. I mean, maybe trouble.
That last sword is in high roll. Maybe one of our runners gambles it.
And also, we're still looking for an extra piece of cheese. It's hiding somewhere. And yes, it is time to post your cat gems, or your sour pleas, or even your rare parrots.
Ooh, I know you're a fan of that parrot.
Look at that! Look at that! That's a dancing squad right there. And Elijah just not thrusting the auto aim anymore. Just saw him hookshot the tongue of Mulgera manually.
Because I think there was some baby Mulgeras giving him trouble. Perfect snipe.
Nice snipe.
Oh man, that's a double.
Look at that double
cat gem.
That double cat gem.
Yeah, us commentators and trackers have the privilege to torture ourselves with overlapping cat jam songs.
That's so much cat jam at the same time that if you use the rare parrots, they're not so rare anymore because there's so many of them.
True enough, I guess.
Yeah. And Elijah finishing things off with Molgera.
Yeah.
If our restreamer is there, could be time to switch the music so we get more Molgera.
More cat, more jam.
Yeah. And that's more cheese right there. Look at that cheese. Just waiting for us in the cutscene. So both of our runners looking insanely close to each other, but as we know, there's a bunch of things on the left side of our temple, and also Jahala to be defeated by Elijah. So not as close as it looks, but still a very nice race.
But yeah, Elijah saving and quitting, not taking the warp. Gonna head to the cross dungeon warp bot. Ooh, and ZeldaSpeedRuns 2, raiding with a party of 13. Hello, hello. Thank you for the raid.
You're right. They must have stored a shard in the left alcove because we're at 7. Basically, we're now at 8 for Woofer. Wow, how did we all miss that? So Woofer only looking for a sword now. Sword could be Master Chamber.
It could be, or it could be anywhere on the overworld, and we do have quite a few checks left.
Yeah, the first the sword that we got was at the beginning of Wind Temple, and the grapple was in the crack floor room. Answer the question. Also, yes, hello raiders. Welcome to this race. This is kind of the end of it, but still very hype. Kind of close still.
Yeah, for information, this is wooferzfg against OriginalElijah. It is the first game of the winner's bracket top 24 final.
Okay, Elijah just doesn't like left side right now. He's going for... He's gonna store the Tingle chest to go beat Jahala. Does that mean he's gonna skip left side completely? Oh god.
Who knows? I mean, we know that it is not the good gamble. But he doesn't know that.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those things where it doesn't make sense to you as a viewer because you... To the runner, it's a strat that makes a lot of sense. But as I say every time, like you're always a little sad when you see that because you know, deep down you know. Yeah, what's gonna be on the top of deck Q3 today? Just some
love.
Thank you, trees, for loving us. Nature is really nice.
It is. It's also dying, but you know.
Oh no, Wind Waker is a pretty good commentary about climate changes. Look at that water.
That is true enough.
The flooding was really bad. Submarine chart. Oh. So we still have Cabana.
Yes.
The inside of Cabana and the top, the Skeleton Wall and Paw Print. That's the checks remaining for wooferzfg.
And it looks like we're going to Cabana first.
That makes a lot of sense. We're already right next to it, and it's 2 checks. It's the biggest concentration we have left.
Ooh.
And Elijah using the soup on Jahala, making quick work of the little ghosties. Yes, we're missing a sword. That's the only thing missing for wooferzfg. And Elijah is on a big hunt for Triforce shards too, but we know where all those are. They're all locked behind multiple parts of ET. There's one in the mini-boss chamber, there's one on the Binomel for finishing the dungeon, and there's one on Jahala that we're gonna see right now. But yeah, that ghost ship shard is gonna come up in the interview, don't you?
Oh no! Woofer with the perfect setup and the rat denying him.
Just sometimes the rat just win, you know?
Yes.
What is gonna be in that chest? The tension is high. It's the sword!
There it is.
And it's go mode for wooferzfg at 1 hour 49 minutes. We're now in go mode.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Elijah is skipping left side once again.
Oof.
I mean, he's doing the usual strat where you save scum to get your shard, but sadly, left side has another one. I'm gonna make a prediction for the next race. Statistically, it makes sense to skip left side because it doesn't have much most of the time. But I have a feeling that next race we're gonna see an Elijah that does that really quick.
Ah yes, metagaming. To be honest, Elijah knows that left side has 4 checks, and 3 of them have a compass, a big key, and a map. So the likelihood of the last one having a shard is unfortunately really, really low for him. But you know, that's why we say left side is the worst.
Yeah, left side is alright. Sometimes it just does things. The next game is going to be tomorrow at 9 p.m. EST. And if there's a game tree, it's going to be the next day after that, exactly at 9 p.m. EST once again. And meanwhile, Woofer in Hyrule, rolling, blazing through the enemies.
But man, we're probably gonna see a sub 2 hour for that seed. That is very, very good.
It's very, very impressive. And even if it's not a sub 2, it's going to be very close to 1. Still extremely impressive with the seed that we were given. Tamatak just rolling us like an amazing seed tonight.
I mean, it made for a great, great time watching. Cannot deny that.
It was definitely one of those seeds that you'd rather watch them play.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Early deep in ET, not fun.
We're throwing the sword at the door. Now it's open. only a staircase between us and the big bad guy.
And some enemies too. But you know.
Yeah. But enemies
arrows.
and light arrows don't mash together, you know? This is...
I mean, they technically do. Because it's, you know, fast. I mean, that arrow really goes deep in those enemies.
Yeah. I mean, the only enemy in the game that just doesn't respect the light arrows is Goma. Just gets healed by them, surprisingly.
You mean Godan?
No, Goma.
Oh, Goma is
Goma gets healed by light arrows. It's not immune to light arrows. It's healed by them.
Wow. Okay.
It's one of those weird directions that you never see. And someone calculated it, and sadly, even with 99 arrows, you can't make Goma's health overflow into the negatives. Oh my god, that was a fast PG1.
Yeah.
I went on the tangent thinking...
Who needs more than 10 seconds for PG1, honestly?
I
mean,
went
are
on
you
the
really
tangent
a runner?
thinking I would have the time to finish a tangent before the PG1 ended, but no.
Yep. Who first said, fuck that, I do not have time for that. Let's see those grip shots.
And it's a
missing the
singular
second
crip.
one.
Still very hyped to see a normal crip once in a while.
Yeah, and it was also setup-less. Well, probably not setup-less, but a quicker setup than usual.
Went pretty well. So Elijah now with the Master Sword, the only thing he's missing is that shard in the mini boss room in Earth Temple. He's gonna go for the obvious play of going to scale the wall imp print. So at that point for him, it makes a lot of sense. Meanwhile, Woofer on phase 3 of Puppet again.
Yeah, no, it's done actually.
Yeah, just it's the kind of PG where you blink and you miss it, you know?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was not really more than a minute. Yeah, cutscenes included. Insane.
And now we have the big climb left. And we, if we had Woofer's audio right now, you guys would experience the magnificence of the A, as I like to call it.
Yeah. You guys are really missing out.
Yeah. And what is going to be on Scale the Wall? I'm actually curious, so Elijah's going to help me with my curiousness. Oh, Woofer going for that pause. Oh my god, the bait! Oh, Scale the Wall was literally bait. Oh,
imagine getting baited.
Tama, thank you for that seed. Wow, this is so rude. I love it. And Woofer, don't blink because Woofer's about to finish things up with Ganondorf. We're now respecting the script.
That's phase 2.
Yeah. Again, it would already be dead if he wasn't protected by cutscenes. And there we go, Woofer.
Finishing with a time of 1:57 minutes and 18 seconds.
Yeah.
Really, really great.
Yeah, send your GGs in chat for wooferzfg.
Step 2.
Yeah. And Elijah going back Inner Temple. Finally going to left side. Getting a sub 2 with that seed is quite the accomplishment. This is a best of 3. Right now we're in winners final. The only game that is gonna be a best of 5 in this tournament is gonna be the grand finals. So look out for that.
But yeah, it is to note that the winner of this race is gonna go into grand final with 1 game of advantage.
So according to our sources, that was a 7 minute and 10 seconds I rolled.
Absolutely correct.
Elijah just straight
not
up having
a good time.
having a great time with the choose here. But switching strategies, going for the leaf here. This room is quite something. One of those rooms that no matter how good you are, once in a while is just not going your way.
There are multiple reasons why left side is awful. This room is definitely one of them.
Another room that goes in the same category for me is you know in the RC the one room where there's the magtail and the platform in the middle. That room.
Oh yeah.
No matter how good you are, you're gonna fuck it up sometimes.
Absolutely.
It's like opening chests.
Is cringe.
It's pretty much as hard as opening chests. And that's the hardest tech in the game. So Elijah making progress into that left side right now. Happy 2 hours. We're now in the 2 hours. And I'm just probably gonna be a little mad with this.
Yeah.
Are we gonna see the infamous putting a bomb in the chest?
Maybe.
Or maybe a few of those rage-induced sword slashes? We're gonna see a roll clip here. Elijah singing up here.
Getting
when you
bullied.
yeah when you do that roll clip, you skip having to defeat the enemies in the room. So it's a pretty interesting one.
He gets it.
Yeah, very well done. And he's gonna be able to use that leaf to go on top of the casket here.
And skip that beautiful looking map.
Yeah. And time to skip the mini boss too. But the mini boss is hiding the best hidden secret in the whole wide world. A shard that has to be there because Elijah is out of checks. So he knows. He already tracked it and everything. It's just...
Yes. Oh no.
Oops. That side off, sadly, making us go back down, but that's fine. We get another shot at skipping the mini boss.
But let's be honest. 2 hours and 2 minutes to completely full clear. This seed is
still extremely fast, yeah.
Yeah. Quite the time.
And at 2 hours and 2 minutes, we fall into the go mode for Elijah. And the Warpout just doesn't want to spawn tonight. Wonderful. So only Hyrule is left for Elijah. We're getting close to the end. Yeah, definitely. Left side. He was so close to left side twice in the seed already, so.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Elijah now entering Hyrule. Yep, that's the nature of rando. Sometimes the checks that you don't want to do are the ones that you have to do. Yeah, exactly. The odds were not too bad for left side being empty, but sometimes the rando just defeats the odds.
Oh yeah, and with that logic,
And we are being joined by both of our runners. GG's GG's original Elijah from the future.
GG's.
So, left side. Ouch.
It happens.
Yep. Sometimes, like we said, most of the time, the odds for something to be there, especially when there's only one item that you know is actually something, they're really low. But sometimes the rando just defeats the odds, sadly.
Well, yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be a rando if there wasn't at least a chance, right?
ooh,
I just want to say that it would not have mattered if there was no shard there on left side. And also, I fought the Redeads with a hero sword and no bombs. So, I only realized you can use the skull hammer on them on the last Redead.
Yeah.
So, left side, also no leaf. Yeah, it was just bad.
Yeah,
really
it was quite the seed. It was the first time that Talon Talk 13 rolled a Wind Waker seed, and I think did him.
Next time I'm doing mini boss first, so I can save warp out of there. Big regrets.
also that nice bait chart on top of a headstone.
Yeah, I couldn't tell what color it was. So I was like,
couldn't
this is the ghost ship chart.
I thought the
It has-
same exact thing. Same exact thing.
Everyone in the chat, including us, thought it was that too. And we all got baited. But we
Yeah.
didn't get baited as hard as Elijah. Oh god.
Wait. Wait, what?
It was bait.
Scale the wall was literally bait.
That's true. That is accurate.
Yeah,
I did try to play the overworld checks after Wind Temple as meta as possible. I did Forest Haven and then Cabana, and then I was gonna do Scale the Wall, but I found the sword.
Yeah. And to go back to Ghost Ship chart that wasn't on the top of Headstone, someone even went back in the VOD and like enhanced the image to try to see it, and they thought it was Ghost Ship chart too.
Yeah.
So yeah, just insanity for that. But you guys played this seed quite well, all things considered, because this seed was kind of mean overall. Like it's not just a thing about left side having something. This whole seed was something.
Yeah.
Grapple deep into Wind Temple, Mirror Shield in the first check of Earth Temple. Bombs were also not fun. There was a mail chain at some point.
I almost once I got the mirror shield, since I had the warp pod open, I almost left Earth Temple.
I was considering it, and the reason that I didn't was because I needed the leaf to like go do stuff in Wind Temple. I really didn't want to do the strat with the iron boots and the hookshot because I never do it in runs, so I just would have messed it up.
Yeah, I was considering that, but then I thought that the leaf was going to be in Earth Temple more likely. I don't know. It just seemed weird to leave. It just didn't seem smart.
Yeah.
No joke. When you guys found the leaf, we were so relieved to finally have just know the logic of the seed.
Yeah.
Like your I think the most fun thing about this seed is the fact that there was two bows that could have been your fire and ice arrows, depending on how you played this one. But you guys got the fire and ice arrows so quick, but they were behind the leaf, and we looked for that for so long.
Yeah.
There was also a shard behind the leaf at Cliff Plateau, right? Because there was.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly. There was two
Cliff
shards.
Plateau was actually two shards, yeah.
Two shards at Cliff Plateau. Also, we all missed the shard on left alcove.
I clicked it on my tracker.
I realized it when I save warped out.
Yeah.
And then I also clicked it on my tracker.
We're not good at looking at that. Took us until the end of took us until the end of the dungeon to when you guys got the Mulgara shard. We were like, oh god, there's the next one. Here's the cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elijah finishing things off with PG1. Now time for PG2. Are we gonna get a double crip?
Double crip, I would have gotten sub 7. So sad.
Yeah. Also, I assume that's another setup, but starting from the bottom of the little bowl is actually a strat. I learned, I guess, today.
It's always nice to watch those races with the really good runners. You always learn a little.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, nicely done for the crip shot on that second try. That's a cool thing about crip shot. Even if you miss the double crip, you get a second chance for crip. If you miss it, you get a second chance at it.
I got the first crip and missed the double at the second snipe.
Rip.
Oh, nice little spin right there from Elijah. And only one shot on the tail left.
Oop.
Well, two shots
Different
now.
were our routes. I guess I can go back in the VOD and find out. But I'm curious.
Well, actually, speaking of routes, I think the first 40 minutes, except for Woofer doing Cyclos early, you were just following each other's footsteps.
That makes
From
sense.
doing Fire Mountain to going to Flight Control sub, then going to Outset, going all of the East checks, Leafless or Shoe, then going to...
You guys did a few things different, but in the end, you guys just went pretty much out at the same places at the same time. Went to ET about at the same time. The thing really that set the biggest difference is the fact that Woofer, you decided to go for that left side the first time you were there. So that's the biggest difference we saw in the sea, basically.
Yeah, I actually went to left side first because I wanted to find bombs or leaf for the mirror room. Because I haven't done that without leaf in a long time.
It's the off-room strats are not too bad when you have to do them, but they're not the fastest.
Yeah, I thought about going left side first too, just because no bombs and no leaf, but I didn't do it.
It's also getting worried because of the 3 dungeon items. I thought there might be 4 dungeon items in there, which would have been bad.
And to be fair to the fact that you skipped the left side, Elijah, to be fair to that, the first time that you were there, your fire and ice arrow were not in logic, so technically left side wasn't even in logic yet.
Yeah, that was my other reason for doing it later. I was like, oh, because I knew that one of the bows was behind Leaf, so I was like, that makes it... It feels like it would be less likely that Leaf would be there. But
I don't track spheres. I guess I'm not a real logic reader. That's my downfall.
Well, not really on downfall today. Oh boy.
GG to
GG's to Elijah
from the past.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Past Elijah, GG's to you. And GG's to current Elijah, too. But yeah, you guys did really well for how mean this seed was. I'll be completely honest. You guys played extremely well. Also, I was really I was really hoping that you'd get that skull drop storage, Elijah. You tried so.
Yeah, I figured I would give it a couple of tries just because if I could get it, it would be really good.
Where did you do that?
In third crypt.
Did you have
And-
leaf?
No.
Oh, wait. What do you do with that?
I was just going to use it to open the warp pot.
Yeah.
Oh.
With power bracelets, you can open
that's
the
smart.
warp pot.
Okay.
Yeah, but it wasn't working, so I just opened it and moved on.
I forgot that the warp pot was a thing until I got to it, and then I'm like, it's fine because I'm gonna be able to leave normally. No soft locks to worry about.
Yeah, that. And I feel like I've talked about this before. I said the one time that going left side first might be better is if don't have bombs because you can't open that warp pot. But I was like, nah, fuck left side. I hate that place.
But yeah, you guys did a really good job with what this seed gave us. It was one of those seeds that are not particularly fun to play, but are amazing to watch. So thank you, Tom, I'll talk for that. And thank you to both of our runners for running it, so we don't have to. But yeah, there's going to be another... there's game 2 of this matchup tomorrow at 9 p.m. EST once again. Hope you guys are ready for that, both both of the runners and also the chat, because it's coming. So do you guys have any other questions for each other? I'm kind of curious.
No, I'm good.
Wonderful. And you, Woofer?
I'm ready to get season 4 over with so I can play spoiler log.
Also, gotta mention, for a while you guys had me going at the beginning with the file names being Woofy Mama. I was like, what is that? What is that? Did you really want to give a shout out to Woofer's mom? I don't know.
Oh my god, I feel like a fool.
I changed
And
it at the
then-
last second, don't worry.
And the
Okay.
last second it went to Joe, and I was like, oh, there we go. There we Joe.
We should have coordinated that better. I would have done the same thing.
But yeah, you guys did a very amazing job. There's another match tomorrow. I hope that one is going to be fun too. So, without further ado, we're just going to thank our trackers once again. They did a wonderful job. Go follow follow them at Elena KB and Advocate SSB. You can also go follow my co-commentator, Captain Moule. Merci, Captain.
And my co-commentator, merci à Mongal.
And you can also go follow both of our runners. I think with that, we're going to end it out to Atomo Talk 13, the roller of the amazing sea that we saw tonight, to end things off.
Yeah, thank you everyone for coming out. Like they said, there will be another game 2 of this will be tomorrow. We're trying to find somebody to raid right now. We're not coming up with any good options. That's why we haven't done anything yet for that. That's why I haven't kind of hopped in when you guys were trying to figure out something to talk about at the end there. So thank you to Comms, Montgold, and Captain. I'm going to cheat this time. And our trackers, Elena and Woofer, Elena and Advocate. And to the runners, Woofer and Elijah.
Thanks to everyone that volunteered for the restream as well, from me.
Pleasure.
So they're going to continue to look for somebody, and I kind of forgot to do...
Yeah. We're going to find someone.
See if I can do this without it breaking on me this time.
Everyone fired the Wind Waker randomizer signal.
Hey, it didn't break this time, even though I should have done this like 20 minutes ago. So I got a couple people looking because I can't find anybody, but
Yeah, we're... Yay.
right?
The signature awkward silence. Can't do the end
Pretty
without
much.
that. I love that. I love that.
You have to appreciate it. It grows on you.
Yeah, the first time it just feels a little bad, but then you get used to it, you get molded by it, you know?
Wow. Nice references.
Yeah.
But
All right, so we're going to
Mont, I
raid
s-
Alazun, who is playing a ALTPR ladder race.
Very
That's
well.
nice. So yeah, on those words, I think good night, everyone. Une bonne nuit.
Yep. Good night, everyone. Thank you for coming out. Again, tomorrow night, same time, probably same channel, is going to be game 2 of this race.
Bye-bye.
Bye.